one of the shows that had one of the best intros ever.
I actually just
started to do Harry Potter.
I just started to do the Addams Family. This
is definitely not one of the best intros ever.
Well, you know what Westeros is? It's creepy and it's kooky. Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of aneurysms.
Mother of dragons. It's the end game of Thrones.
Huh?
The end game of Thrones is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Winter is here. End game of Thrones. Boom!
Don't take my boom. Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are
the NeuroNerds. Yes, that was on time.
I feel pretty good about that.
NeuroNerds.
All right. So we're here today to talk about Game of Thrones.
You got to welcome everybody in. Say, welcome to the NeuroNerds.
Oh.
No?
Yeah. So, all right, we're here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NeuroNerds. I am not Lauren, but I am your co-host today.
I'm not shaking my boots. I'm not living in that much fear. Still live in fear, just not that much fear for my physical safety.
I don't know why, but I guess I don't instill that sort of fear in him.
No, it's just mental fear with my significant other over here. So it's like a NeuroNerds of Thrones.
NeuroNerds of Thrones.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
So we're talking Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones is debuting tonight?
Yes, it's debuting tonight.
This episode is being recorded on the final season premiere date of Game of Thrones on April 14th, 2019.
Oh, man. So here's the thing. I have brain injury, so I don't really remember a whole heck of a lot of what happened 2 years ago. Oh my gosh. So the last time it aired, I was just recovering from my stroke. I was just getting out of the hospital, right?
However, we were
Is that the timing? Because it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's about 20 months. I just looked it up. It was like 20 months ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Also, it's like all the storylines are really like long, deep, and convoluted. So I don't know if I'd remember that anyway.
Yeah, and it's like we watched it all at once, remember? Because we were like 3 seasons behind. And so
I do remember.
And then
yeah,
we
see,
binged on it.
It's the Netflix way of watching things. We don't watch things like one episode. Who watches one episode at a time? What's going on? You know, what is this, 93? Actually, it's going to debut tonight, and I'm not going to watch it.
Yep, we're going to
watch
Netflix.
it.
We're going to create our own HBO Netflix.
Yeah, so we're going to not watch the first like 2-3 episodes. Because I think, unless people are like, oh my God, it's like the greatest thing ever.
We
then
might
I might
have
be
to
like,
watch it as it goes along.
All right, we're going to have to do that. Yeah, that's true.
There's no spoilers in this episode, by the way, guys. We haven't watched this season yet.
No, not at all. Like it hasn't aired yet. It's literally Sunday. Normally we record a little bit in advance.
Yeah,
we didn't today.
Yeah.
So I remember missing an episode of not Game of Thrones. Oh my God, Walking Dead. When Walking Dead was like really a cool thing before it turned into, I don't know, not a cool thing. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna watch it, but it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna watch it to be surprised. And then like, I'm not gonna go to any nerd sites, which I normally do. It's all because I don't want anything spoiled. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. And then I was just scrolling through like the news, like Yahoo News. Huge spoiler. That's it. I'm just gonna be secluded in the NeuroNook over here for the next 3 weeks.
Yep, not gonna look at any news, nothing.
Are you a stroke or brain injury survivor looking for community and support? Well, the NeuroNerds are here to help. Join our #UsoRock Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/UsoRock to connect with other survivors like you.
Plus, read other inspirational brain injury survivor stories on Joe's blog at josorocks.com/UsoRock. And submit your stories there as well. We want to hear them.
And remember,
you so rock.
Stop laughing at us.
Well, okay, so we're going to talk about our predictions today, but I just want to, full disclosure, I am a Game of Thrones nerd, so is Joe, but nor is Joe, as big a Game of Thrones nerds as Lauren.
Nobody is as big a anything nerd as Lauren. Nobody ever in the history of mankind with anything. She turned coffee nerdy. Like, I don't know how. She just did that. And somehow, so what Lauren does is she teaches pole dance, exotic dancing. She teaches belly dance. She teaches twerk. And somehow she makes that nerdy. Like, yeah. What is going on?
I don't know how she does it. So we're going to do our best today to nerd out on Game of Thrones. But we will definitely have another episode with Lauren nerding out like maybe mid-season or post-season about what happens on this show. But yeah, it took a long time to come back.
It did, 2 years.
I'm
But
not as excited.
I have a theory.
What?
They've been dead the entire time.
You think it's just going to be M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
M. Night King?
Oh, shit. Did you just figure out who the Night King is? It's not Bran.
Shit.
He's not the three-eyed raven. It's M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Yeah, isn't that how you say his name? So I have another prediction.
What?
This all takes place in the quantum realm.
Okay, so now it's Game of Thrones Endgame.
End Game of Thrones.
Oh, man, I totally missed that one.
Just happened.
Oh, shit.
It's the MCU. It's all connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like it's also connected to The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad and Three's Company. Like just all the greatest series in the history of television. It's all one show.
Wow, that's pretty.
There's
impressive.
a Walking Dead Breaking Bad theory, by the way.
A Walking Dead.
It's-
Oh, I
yeah,
think you
it's
told me that.
Actually kind of crazy. There's like
Like-
3 or 4 references where it's like, oh, this is
Breaking
the
Bad
same
is
world.
Pre-Walking
Yeah.
World. I mean, Walking World.
Walking World.
Pre-Walking Dead.
It is.
I fell off of Walking Dead. I loved it so much, but I mean, come on, they have to figure out something soon. I can't keep watching them walk around. When are we going to go to the CDC? When is something?
I'm pretty
anything gonna
sure
happen?
all of that stuff has happened, but you haven't watched it because you don't want to see Glenn get his brain splattered.
Spoiler alert. But you guys
Hashtag,
should already know that.
hashtag truth.
Yeah, true. I'm just gonna go on Wikipedia and find
I
out
know
what's going on.
Rianne is still keeping up with it. And I think at some point I'm just gonna have her give me like the cheat sheets. Like, all right, who's alive? What happened? Who's new bad guy? There's a lion? There's a lion?
I'll watch it again if they go somewhere else other than Atlanta. If they go somewhere, maybe, you know what, maybe they already have. But if they go somewhere else, maybe I'll watch it again.
You know
and
where I want
maybe
them to
if they're,
go?
like getting some sort of answers at some point.
You know where I want them to go?
Where?
Westeros.
Okay, yes, let's take it back.
That's where I
Let's
want
take
them
it
to
back
go.
to Game of Thrones. So first of all, tying this back to the brain injury survivor community, we in the last few weeks here found out some really beautiful things about Miss Queen of, I was about to say Queen of Dragons, Miss Mother of Dragons herself.
Yeah, you keep on wanting to make her a queen. Yeah, she's gonna eventually be
I
like
think
the queen.
I'm voting for her to be the queen. I want her to win.
No, I want Jon Snow to be the queen. I think it'd be epic.
Wow. Okay. So
She's a mother of all aneurysms.
she's the mother of aneurysms. So you guys talked about this a little bit in a past episode, but we this month are supporting her charity,
SameU.org.
SameU.org. And we are, really, 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 really proud and just in awe of how beautiful and how strong she was through her whole ordeal of having a major brain
Oh my
surgery.
God. So I said it before. I knew she had a stroke. I knew that.
Right.
Because when I did like my research, like I knew everybody's like, oh, did you know that Emilia Clark? Of course I knew. Joe knows everything. Joe Stradamus.
Joe is
here's
the three-eyed.
I am. Joe's the three-eyed raven. But here's the thing. I thought it was way before she was Daenerys.
Yeah.
I was blown away that she had her first stroke after season 1. And I was blown away she had a second stroke after season 3. Like my mind is officially blown. Like I think I was going to say I'm having another stroke, but I don't think it's a good joke.
No, guys, he's not having another stroke. He's okay. But it's just amazing. I think that finding that out and knowing that she was going through that while doing the show is just incredible.
She's so dope. Like she's a superhero.
Yeah. A real life superhero. Like not many people can be able to, go back to work, let alone like be in the public eye
Oh my God.
after having that sort of ordeal happen.
Emilia Clark can no longer do any wrong. I'm going to even rewatch Terminator Genesis and maybe give it another go.
Because you know what? She was going through her whole brain recovery while doing that too.
Does the timing work out
Well,
there?
I mean, she was recovering.
No matter what, like I'm still recovering and I'm 2.5 years removed.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's definitely recovering. I'm still recovering from watching that the first time. That's just a weird movie. And why would you name it Terminator Genesis? Why not just Terminator something else?
Was it Genesis?
Genesis, but it's spelled weird.
Oh, Genesis.
You remember?
Yeah, it was spelled kind
Yeah,
of
there's a
weird.
Y in it. Like, why? Why is there a Y in it? Oh, I know why. Because Y stands for you, as in sameyou.org.
So, that's so impressive. Like pretty much everything she's done in the past few years, she was doing while recovering from major brain surgery, major brain injury. So, just big ups to the mother of dragons.
Big up. Oh, oh.
No.
Oh, wow. I don't know what that was.
I don't know. I was trying to do
something.
boop, boop, boop. No.
Wait, are you trying to do the party horn?
Yeah.
Oh,
there it is.
I don't know what you were doing. Oh my God. You had the biggest Lauren moment right now.
I'm trying.
So Emilia Clark, super awesome. She's still alive in Game of Thrones, which is a rarity because normally like really amazing characters, it's like, oh, I love them. Oh, now they don't have a head.
Yep.
Ned Stark.
Yep.
Oh, here's my other prediction.
What?
Ned Stark is gonna sit on the Iron Throne, only his head, right? No? It'd be like, no, that might not be a thing.
No.
He could be, oh my God. Oh, he could be like Krang, but not Krang. He could be like, what's his name? Brain injury.
Oh, you mean Ninja Turtles?
That's Krang.
Oh, that's Krang.
But no,
My bad.
What
head? He could be like the head. Wait, no, that's not a head. Oh, the head in Power Rangers? Are we talking about Power Rangers?
Wait, like Zordon?
Zordon.
No, I'm not talking about Zordon. I'm talking about Winter Soldier. I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the
yes,
the dude
and I
in the
can't
computer?
remember his name because
worry.
I had a brain injury and this sucks.
I'll look it up. Okay, so
anyways,
they
didn't have like technology like that back then. It'll just be like the mountain carrying his head around.
I mean, technically, he died. Spoiler alerts for past episodes.
Oh, come on, man. Everybody knows Ned died.
He died. No, but you know what's crazy though? I watched that episode way later. What was that episode? That was
Arnim Zola.
There you go.
Oh man,
we're going back. We're doing a call back to what he just said.
I'm so happy to remember that. Yeah. So wait. Let me bring that right back. So my theory is Ned Stark is going to sit on the Iron Throne like Arnim Zola. He's just going to be a head or a projection inside the stomach of the mountain.
It took a little bit, but we got there. We got there.
I went around. I took the scenic route when it came to remembering that.
So yeah, I think that. He already died, so they can't. I feel like he's not going to die. Like he already died. They're not going to take us through that again. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Jon Snow. Jon Snow.
He kind of needs to die.
You don't like Jon Snow?
I love Jon Snow. I just, what the problem is? He's like the what's the dude from oh, come on, brain. He's like Glenn from Walking Dead, where it's like there's only so much death you can escape before they murder you.
This is true.
Remember, they ended an entire season where it's like, oh, well, Glenn just got his stomach ripped open and he's dead.
But then he didn't.
Turns out he was like hiding under a walker and it was a walker ripping into another walker or some other dude. Anyways.
We keep going back to Walking Dead.
Yeah, because they're in the same universe.
Ooh,
it's a multiverse.
Maybe. You know what? But you know what? I think it's interesting you keep going back to Walking Dead because I think that what Game of Thrones has done better than Walking Dead, and these are like iconic series.
Everything?
No, is that they have like an end point. They know that it's going to end.
That's true.
And I feel like with Walking Dead, because the graphic novels, they're still going.
They're still going, yeah.
They're still going. So they don't know how to just stick a fork in it and say it's done.
Yeah, park the car.
Park the car. Like we need to go to the CDC.
Do you want to know what?
Sorry,
want to know what else?
Do you
want to know what else Game of Thrones does better than Walking Dead?
What?
Nudity.
This is true, but that's because they're on HBO.
Yeah, it's not television. It's HBO.
This is true. HBO. Wait. What was the theme song?
Wait, what? Why did I feel like you're going like New Kids on the Block? HBO. You weirdo.
I'm gonna take it back to the music.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know there's gonna be like a lot of people dead, and I'm pretty sure Lauren's gonna cry at some point. Not like Winter Soldier's dead cry, and I'm hurting Joe's arm because Loki just died cry, but like cry because I'm sure like a lot of the characters that she likes are gonna die.
At least she doesn't have any weird ships about this.
I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does.
She's never talked about it. She's got her Stucky ship.
That means nothing because she's still trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. But I'm pretty sure now that we mentioned this, she's going to figure out a way to have like Bucky and Jon Snow.
You know why she doesn't have any weird ships? Because they already did it. They have so much incest. So much incest in Game of Thrones.
That is true.
There's nothing crazier you can come up with for Game of Thrones because they've already done
That's
it.
really true. Yeah,
You know?
until we find out that the mother of dragons is actually married to one of the dragons. No?
No.
If you enjoy listening to this podcast, please consider leaving us a 5-star review on the Apple Podcast app. Your reviews help us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Find us by searching for the NeuroNerds on the Apple Podcast app today.
So I have a list of fan theories that I'm going to throw at you right now, and you tell me what you think. Some of these, I can't even remember these characters because, again, I'm not Lauren, but
None of us are.
So here's one. The Night King will turn the dead Starks beneath Winterfell into whites.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think the mom's going to come back?
No, because they had that storyline. Like that storyline is in like the Game of Thrones mythos where she's Lady Ironheart. I think that's what when she comes back
like in
and
the
she's
books?
like, yeah, she's like this super evil, like
That would be dope.
it would be dope, but it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna happen.
And maybe we can get, what's his name to come back? Wait, is it Sean Bean?
Yeah, Ned Stark.
Yeah, maybe we could get Sean Bean because Sean Bean dies in everything.
I already said he's gonna come back as a Krang Arnim Zola-like character being held up by the mountain.
What if the Night King is Ned Stark?
It's not. It's Bran.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay,
here's one of the theories. I don't know if it's in there, but here's one of the theories I heard. I actually really like it. So Bran is like traveling through time and he kind of gets lost and slowly becomes the Night King.
Oh my God. And then he comes out the other end as the number, was it number 5 on
Oh wow. On Umbrella Academy?
On Umbrella Academy.
Like we said, it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, no, that's Netflix. That's not HBO. That doesn't work.
All of these theories are giving me the brain pain.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think Bran is a 3-eyed raven, and he's gonna be like, you know how he can put himself into people? Like he basically, you know what? Bran, you're kind of a dick. He kind of ruined Hodor. Remember? He went back in time and he went inside Hodor to control him. Yeah. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And then
and
he
hold
basically
hold the door.
Hold the door. So basically he just ruined this dude's life.
Yeah.
Like he ruined him because you can take over animals. You can't really take over people because shit like that happens. So what if he went all the way back to like the what are like the tree people, the ones that turn into the White Walkers?
Who turns into the White Walker?
Like those forest people, the children of the forest.
Oh.
Yeah, and you remember the dude was just like chilling and they stab him in the heart and he turned into like what? The original like White Walker. What if that's like Bran, like the original dude, and he goes back to be that dude, but then he controls the guy and gets stuck in his body. And then slowly but surely becomes the Night King, trapped in time. It's like chicken or the egg.
Yeah, are they going to do one of those like, infinite circles of time? Like,
yeah, it might be.
I mean, it is kind of
like BioShock Infinite. See, it's all connected.
It is all connected.
Just like Thanos is actually Tony Stark. No, it's theory.
No.
It's going around there.
Although
it's going around.
Cable is actually Thanos.
Cable is Thanos.
Like, what are they going to do when Fox and Marvel merge? Like, Cable is Thanos.
Yeah,
okay, sorry, we're going to another universe.
Yeah, Cable is Thanos, and that means that Thanos was also in Sicario 2, Soldado.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Oh, shit. It's all connected.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to theory.
And he was in Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men.
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. Okay. All right, so now, here's another theory. Jon Snow will find evidence to prove his Targaryen lineage. I mean, that's
I'm
a
sure.
given. That's going to happen.
That's for sure.
That's almost already there. But then he's going to find out that he slept with his...
Next.
Wait, she's his aunt, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like she okay, what she is too close to sleep with. That's what she is.
I was like, no more incest. That's what I was praying for, and then boom, they did it. Okay. So then the next, another theory is Dany. Who calls her Dany? Do you call her Dany? Daenerys? Mother of Dragons?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't really call her anything. I call her mother of all brain aneurysms.
This list is calling her Dany. Okay. Daenerys, Mother of Dragons. She will turn into the ultimate villain, the Mad Queen.
Actually,
I could see that.
I love that.
I could see that.
I love that so hard.
Power corrupts.
Oh, man.
Because like she has good intentions.
I love that like I drip hard.
Oh.
I love that. Like when you take a beloved character,
Yeah.
like a beloved character, like just the ultimate goodie,
Yeah.
and then flip it and turn him heel. It's like wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like when Hulk Hogan, he was so stagnant because for decades he's like, hey, I'm the ultimate like good guy. And then out of the blue, he's like, I dyed my beard black and I'm bad. It was incredible. Like it shook people's souls. This would shake people's souls. People would hate her, but love her at the same time.
Yeah, because she has good intentions. She's trying to free the slaves. I love that. She's trying to free the people, the imprisoned people.
The breaker of chains.
Breaker of chains. But maybe she loses her way along the way.
The breaker of blood vessels in her
sex with
brain.
her nephew,
yeah, that's weird.
and then loses it and becomes the Mad Queen. Because I'd lose it if I had sex with my nephew. I don't have a nephew. But
Yeah, I was about to say, that's weird.
it's weird, right? No, but think about it. That's how weird. Okay, they do a lot of incest in Game of Thrones. I'm just saying they need to cut. They don't need to do anything because it's about to end. So we're almost out of this incest. All right, so
until the prequels.
Oh, geez. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Dany. I don't like.
Just call her Dany.
I don't like that they call her Dany.
Okay, Daniel.
The mother of dragons. She will become the Night Queen.
That means that she'd be married to Bran.
It says that she'll become the new Night Queen.
Wait, is there a Night Queen?
It says a figure in George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire who appears to be a female White Walker.
No, I'm out.
You don't like that one?
Nope, next.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, next.
In guys, you got to tell us which ones you like because we need to hear some of your theories as well. Okay, Jon will sacrifice himself for the princess that was promised.
For the princess that I don't know what that means.
Okay, meaning it could be a princess who was promised rather than a prince. That would mean instead of Jon Snow being the Lord of Light, it would be Daenerys. So maybe he sacrifices himself. So instead of her being a Mad Queen or the Night Queen, she'd be like the princess that is going to save everybody. Like,
oh my God, he's going to find out she's his aunt and he's going to freak out like the dude in Old Boy. And instead of cutting off his tongue, he's just going to like jump off of a dragon and slam face first into the concrete.
Okay, big spoiler alert. Y'all should see Old Boy. I'm going to put in the show notes.
I didn't specifically say anything. Just saying. Old Boy is one of the greatest movies of all time.
And you all should see it. It's really good. Okay, so here's another one. Jon and Dany, Mother of Dragons, will betray each other.
Well, if she's going to be like evil, for sure.
Yeah, they'll have to betray. Or he's going to find out she's his aunt and be pissed off about that. I'm not saying that wrong. She is his aunt, right?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm going to have to look this up. We might have to do a little fact checking on this.
Fact check. Felice is correct. It was revealed in Season 7 of Game of Thrones that Jon Snow is actually the son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen. Rhaegar is the older brother of Viserys and Daenerys, meaning that she is Jon Snow's aunt by blood.
And we don't have our normal Nerdopedia in
Oh
Lauren
my gosh,
right
Lauren, yes. Okay.
Well, actually, you know the way the bloodline goes. No, she sounds nothing like that.
Wow, Lauren does not sound like that. All of a sudden, she became like an old librarian. Okay, so yeah, that's like duh. I think they are going to turn on each other. I don't think they're going to ride off into the sunset and have little baby of dragons babies.
I think Eitri, the dwarf king, is going to sit on the Iron Throne and make infinity gauntlets.
Oh,
until
I'm like, wait, where are we going? I was like, wait, I'm so lost. Where did we go?
Peter Dinklage is so dope. He's like my favorite character because he plays the game like the game should be played.
Yeah.
Also, he's also normally sandwiched between several whores.
Tyrion for king.
I mean,
okay. So let's see. Another theory is Jon Snow will finally ride a dragon. I mean, that's okay.
Well, no, there's a reason why that's a thing because the dragons can only be ridden by a Targaryen.
Oh,
right. So that leads into the other theory where he's going to prove that he's a Targaryen.
Oh,
he's going to be like, oh, you don't think I'm a Targaryen? Check this shit out.
Got it. Okay.
You don't think I'm a Targaryen? Hold my beer.
Okay, I'm with that.
And he's going to jump on a dragon and he's going to fly away. It's going to look like a scene from Avatar.
I mean, that's kind of repetitive then because that other theory where it said that he's going to find proof that he's a Targaryen. I mean, that would be proof, right? So, okay, I'm with that. I think that's definitely going to happen. I think that's for sure going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, Sandra.
Who the hell is Sandra?
Sansa and Gendry end up together. Okay.
Wait, which one's Gendry?
So Gendry is the blacksmith.
He's the king.
He's the real king.
He's the rightful king.
Gendry's really legit should be a little bit more pissed.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
He should be way more pissed.
He just kind of got lost in a shuffle. It's like, oh yeah, well, he's probably like king. And then he's just kind of mobbing around.
Which is funny because from the beginning, Sansa wanted to marry what's his name? The little brat king boy. Joffrey, thank you.
Punk ass bitch.
She wanted to marry Joffrey, right? But really, Gendry is the true son of the Baratheon son.
Man, I'm not a fan of Sansa. She can suck it, man.
Yeah,
She's
Joe,
like the worst right
Joe
now.
doesn't, because he's upset about X-Men.
I'm so upset about X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, how are you ruining the Phoenix?
Yeah, Sansa's ruining X-Men for him. But it's okay because Marvel and Fox, it's about to happen. And then we're going to get X-Men in the MCU. Guys, it's going to happen. I have bets with people. There's lots of people who owe me money.
Obviously it's going to happen, but it's years from now. Like, because...
I don't know. I said Spider-Man was coming and he came.
I'll tell you why. Because the brand has been sullied. It's been sullied. Not like the unsullied, like in Game of Thrones, but it's been sullied with all these bad movies and shitty performances.
I think they could bring Wolverine in. Like, they could bring Wolverine.
Look, they could literally do anything because of the multiverse. You could do that. Now, do you want to do that? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right. So I could see Sansa and Gendry getting together and them becoming, if they want to do like a happily ever after ending where it's like, like butterflies.
No. Yeah, it's going to be like butterflies, and then she's going to be like
Princess Bride.
Oh, wait a minute. You're my uncle? Yeah.
No. Oh, is he? He's not her uncle.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's not going to end nicely.
No, that would be like for once a non-incest relationship on Game of Thrones. Okay, let's see.
Sansa, maybe the one that's going to turn out that Sansa has a penis. It's going to be like, dun, dun, dun.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Speaking of penises, the next theory.
How is that a segue?
Well, the next theory is Sansa is pregnant with Ramsay Bolton's baby.
Wait, and Ramsay, the one with
he cut off what's his name?
Ramsay is my favorite character. I
wasn't
love
bringing.
that
I wasn't saying
sociopath.
penis for no reason. He cut off the other dude's penis.
That dude was so crazy. Yeah. Oh my god, I love him so much.
Yeah, Littlefinger.
I don't know. Wait, no,
not Littlefinger.
That's not
I'm sorry,
Littlefinger.
that's not Littlefinger. My bad. I was looking at Littlefinger.
No,
and I said Littlefinger.
Ramsay is like on the Mount Rushmore of dicks. Not like actual dicks, but like, man, that guy's a dick. And like he is right there.
He died a pretty brutal death.
He got eaten.
I feel like it should have been a little more brutal. He was a dick.
Yeah, like I mean,
he cut off people's dicks. That was messed up.
Yeah, and then like he ate a sausage and pretended like he was a dick. He's like, oh no, this is just sausage.
It was so gross.
I think they should have like eaten off like one of his legs, and then they pour salt on it. And then, wait, no, I'm getting too deep. Sorry, my bad. My inner Ramses is coming out.
So what do you? Yeah, your inner Ramses is coming out. So what do you think about that? Sansa being pregnant? Do you think she might be pregnant?
I don't know. Honestly, don't really care.
I mean, yeah, they did do the deed. All right. So let's see. The next one is our sweet boy Sam is actually the prince that was promised. Okay.
Hated it.
You don't like Sam? I like Sam.
He's all right. He's just annoying.
He's a little annoying, but he's really loyal. He's really like earnest and true. And I feel like he's got some powers going on that we don't realize.
He's like the Jar Jar Binks of Game of Thrones.
Oh my
where he
gosh,
just like,
that is sort of a little bit
true. He just dumbs himself into like living. And he's like,
But let's see, how do they say that? Okay, so according to the prophecy, when the red star bleeds and the darkness gathers, Azor Ahai shall be born again amidst smoke and salt to wake dragons out of stone.
And
as one Game of Thrones theory outlines, Sam could very well be a secret Targaryen, the child of Rhaegar, I'm sure I'm pronouncing this wrong, and Elia Martell, his first wife whose marriage he had annulled. This child was smuggled away.
We're talking about marriage annulment? Boring.
This child was smuggled away by Varys and sent to one of the most faithful Targaryen families in Tarlis. Remember his dad was a dick?
Yeah, after his family got out of therapy.
Yeah, that's
several weeks.
Got a little too real with the annulment in there. They have annulment in Game of Thrones.
Really?
I thought they just kill you if they don't want to be with you anymore.
I don't want to be married anymore. Hey, get rid of this chick's head.
Cut their head off. Yeah, that could be. I mean,
all right, I'm over that. Next.
I don't think he's the prince that was promised, though. I think he's like maybe he's like the counterpart to Bran. Like he's because he's got like some sort
he's
of
like the day queen.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so next theory. Jaime is the prince that was promised. Oh, Jaime
Lannister.
Lannister.
One-handed dude.
Jaime Lannister, who you said one-headed?
One-handed.
Oh, one-handed. Yeah. I do like Jaime. It's so weird because he's like the opposite of Daenerys where he's
semi-likable.
He's likable, but he wasn't likable in the beginning.
Yeah, talk about incest.
And she was likable in the beginning, but then now she's not.
She was never likable.
Oh my god! And they're both having incestual relationships. Oh my god! They're like they should get together.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! That's what I'm voting for. Jaime and Daenerys. Jaime and Dany.
Are you have to ship their names?
Daenerys.
Oh shit! It sounds like
that, Lauren. A new ship is in town.
that literally
the ship has sailed.
That literally sounds like an anti-anxiety medication.
Daenerys. What you guys think? I'd like it. I think that would be cool. They don't even know each other. But I
want to get back real quick to you saying that. What's her name? The evil chick. His sister.
Evil chick.
His sister, Jamie's sister.
Oh yeah.
What's her name?
Oh my gosh. Wait. Now all I can think of is Sansa. Oh my God, the queen, the crazy queen, that I think she's going to be the mad queen. Oh, Cersei.
So you said Cersei was likable.
No.
You didn't? Who did you just say was likable?
I said Jamie was likable, who he's having sex with Cersei.
Oh, okay. I was like, Cersei was never likable.
No, Jamie.
Also, Jamie, yes, he was likable only because like he's pretty charming and he's a good looking dude. Let's also remember he was banging his sister and he tried to murder a child.
Okay, I get all that.
I'm just going to point that out.
I
know, but I'm laying out the facts. The fact is, you were like, no, but he's likable. It's like, cool. At the beginning, he was likable. Why was he likable? Was it likable because he was inside of his sister?
No, he wasn't.
Was it likable because at the first episode ever, at the end of it, he pushed a child to his death?
Hear me out.
What part of that is likable?
Hear me out.
Is
I
it
didn't
more
say
like
he was likable. I think he was very unlikable in the beginning. I think that he has become more likable as the show's gone and his character has grown and he's found a moral compass.
He found a moral compass because they cut off his hand and look at him as like there's something wrong with him.
Daenerys is going the opposite direction. She was very likable in the beginning, and I feel like she's becoming more unlikable because her power is kind of like poisoning her brain. Just a little bit. Every now and then I still love Daenerys, mind you guys. I love the Mother of Dragons. I love you, Emilia Clark.
That chick's got PTSD. She might have some CTE as well.
Oh, no.
In the show.
She doesn't need any more. Okay, so.
Not in real life.
Okay. Protect Emilia Clark at all costs. Okay.
Yeah. I have I think that Emilia Clark and all other amazing brain injury survivors, which is all of us, should just mob around in helmets. That should just be a thing.
Oh my gosh,
we gotta take care of our heads. Or oh my god, or like that game where you're in a giant bubble and you play football. You know what I mean? I think we should just mob around in those.
I think
in giant helmets.
Minus the football because brain injury survivors should not play football.
Well, yeah, but if you have like a bubble suit.
A whole bubble suit?
Or even better, like those sumo wrestling suits?
Yes.
You just mob around in that. And then people be like, oh, why is that guy mobbing around in a big sumo wrestling? Oh, he had a brain injury. Oh, he must have had a stroke.
I feel like Emilia Clark would do that. Side note, Emilia Clark is like kind of the most hilarious person. Like,
she really is.
I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram, but I've been following her for a long time. And she's, I don't follow a lot of public figures, but, Beyonce, Emilia Clark,
oh, you're part of the
Adele.
Bayhive?
Yes, I'm totally part of the Beehive. Beehive. It's not Bayhive. It's Beyonce.
All right, people, real quick.
Beehive.
Real quick.
Please shame Joe.
Don't shame Joe. This makes so much sense.
Beehive. It doesn't make any sense.
So if you're creating like your own thing, you kind of make it your own thing. If you're like, oh, I'm part of the Beehive. Oh, you're a bee?
No.
Well, because your name starts with B.
Beyonce, it's a play on words. Your name starts with
B, and then, like we're part of like a hive. Doesn't it make more sense for it to be like, oh yeah, I'm part of the Bayhive? It's like, oh yeah, Beyonce. Oh, I get it.
Nobody says
like
Beyonce.
Bayhive.
Nobody says Beyonce. It's Beyonce. It's a play on word. Beehive. Done.
Well, Beyonce is a play on words as well.
Let's come up with a hive for Emilia Clark, though. I think that she needs
a hive.
No, not a hive. She needs like a dragon lair.
Brain hive.
Brain lair. I don't know. We'll work on that. We'll get you some sort of group name, Emilia Clark. But anyway, you guys should follow her.
I got a group name for her. Honorary NeuroNerd.
Yes, she's not even an honorary. She is a NeuroNerd. Anybody?
Hey,
huh?
You can't just be giving out.
Sorry, I can't.
The moniker NeuroNerds.
I can't dub anybody
in the Neuro Nook with the NeuroNerd.
Joe is the king of NeuroNerds.
Yeah.
He's the king. He's the night Neuro King.
You're really stretching.
So okay. So then here's another one. How about? Oh no, not Jamie. We already said Jamie. Next one is Jamie will kill the Night King.
What? No.
Because he's the Kingslayer. He's the Kingslayer.
He is the Kingslayer, but that's when he had two hands. Oh.
See, wouldn't it be cool if he got with Daenerys because he killed her father?
Yeah, it would be so cool that he got with Daenerys because he murdered her father.
Wait. I'm getting confused with the family line. Oh man, where's Lauren when you need her? Because she's the aunt of
I just really like how your intro to that.
Oh yeah, because okay.
I like how the intro to that sentence was, no, it would be really cool because he killed her father.
Well, that's a better tie-in than having sex with your nephew. Okay, so anyway, So I mean, that's a possibility. I think Jaime could kill the Night King. That's a definite possibility. Okay, Melisandre, the crazy red-headed witch lady, will return with an army to save the day.
Man, that bitch is the worst. I can't stand her.
Do you think she would save the day? I think she's selfish. I think she's like...
There would be a big giant fire and ice battle.
I think she wants to be the queen.
Nope, I'm out.
Okay, so Ned Stark is alive and will return. Well, I think that Ned Stark is going to be... he could be the Night King. No,
Ned Stark is not the Night King.
Okay, but he could be alive. He could come back.
Ned Stark. Well, he could. He's not going to. I'm sure he might make an appearance, but I don't think he's going to come back alive.
So this theory is saying, what if the person whose head was, the person who was beheaded was not actually Ned Stark?
Come on, get out of here.
You don't think that's real?
What was it, a Skrull? No, it was Ned Stark. He was like looking.
Oh, they're saying it could be Jaqen Hagar. I'm not saying that right. The faceless man, or of the faceless men.
So one of the faceless men would be like, all right, guys, sorry, I'm tired of living. So
that's a good theory, though. They had one of them sacrifice themselves so Ned Stark could live this whole time.
I got another theory. One of the faceless men actually took the poison for Joffrey, and Joffrey's still mobbing around out there. Boom. I got another theory. One of the faceless men actually fought the mountain and had his face crushed. So the Viper is still mobbing around out there alive. We can't use a faceless man just like stepping in.
All right.
No, I'm out. Hate that theory.
Okay,
Next.
Tyrion is actually a Targaryen too. Why would Tyrion be a Targaryen as well?
Reasons.
I don't know about that one.
Next.
They're saying this is a popular theory.
Next.
All right. No, I don't like that theory. Okay, Tyrion made a deal with Cersei and will betray Daenerys.
That would be, again, whenever you have like a beloved character that is just like, oh yeah, I know you love me. Take this. Whenever that happens, I'm really excited because it hurts even more. Right? Like you would hate him so much.
Yeah, because we love him.
You love him so much. It's like it's like when people freaked out when Captain America was like, I'm actually Captain Hydra.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah. This would be like totally Hydra vibes. So they're saying like that could be why he was so concerned when he heard Jon and Dany having sex in the finale, because if she has a baby, that would mess up his plans.
I think he was concerned because he was like, I don't know if they know they're related.
Yeah, I think he knows they're related. That's what it is. Okay, that's a possibility. I feel that Tyrion is the prince that was promised. Okay, I could see that too. I like Tyrion. I like him a lot. I'm on Team Tyrion and Team Mother of Dragons.
I'm on Team. Is it Varys, the eunuch? I'm on Team that dude.
Oh shit!
I
think you're a team of one. Okay,
I like that dude. That dude's awesome. He plays the game awesomely. Oh, my little birdies told me.
Okay, they're saying Arya will become Littlefinger.
I hate that name. It sounds so perverse.
It does, and he does such perverse things.
Oh man, who are you hanging out with? Littlefinger.
I don't know about that one.
You know what I'd like to turn into a thing? Like whenever he does something to screw somebody over, at the end of it, he'll be like, yeah, like a reality show, like Punk'd. Yeah, you just got Littlefingered.
Oh wow.
Right?
No.
Oh man.
No.
Oh, Joffrey, guess what happened? You got Littlefingered.
Yeah, moving on. Arya will kill Cersei.
With the help of Littlefinger. So then when she's standing over Cersei's dead body, she's like, yeah, Cersei, you just got Littlefinger.
I mean, that would make sense. She wants to get revenge on everyone.
She does. Cersei's on the list.
She's on the list. So I could see that one happening. Cersei's pregnancy will kill her. I mean, that's a possibility, but why?
Because Peter Dinklage is going to come out of her vagina with a gun.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, the White Walkers are actually good because Bran. That's how they said it.
It's a great reason.
Yeah, maybe like, so the humans really are the bad people and the White Walkers, like the humans, like, I don't know. That could sort of be a theory.
Anything can be a theory.
Okay, so they're saying because let's consider for a second that Bran is the Night King. Okay, so that means poor Bran has
Let's not consider it. Let's know it.
So that means poor Bran has found himself trapped inside a tool created with the singular goal of killing all humans, but he's still trying to stop the events he's set into motion. So,
but he can't because he's trapped in time. Next.
Okay, Bran is a Night King. We got that. Yeah, I mean, that's the next one. Bran is a Night King. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I think that could be it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
And now for some theories from the ultimate Game of Thrones nerd. Lauren.
We're just going to do a little segue because speaking about the big bads.
The Ice King.
Right? Like,
oh, man.
The Night's King.
The Knights. I call him the Ice King.
Yeah.
I was watching Adventure Time the other day. Shush. So the Night King, a.k.a. Bran Stark?
I mean, that is a theory.
He looks like him.
Yeah.
You know? And damn, that guy can throw a javelin.
I know. Viserion.
Wait, who's Viserion?
That's the name of the dragon.
Oh my gosh.
The dragons have names.
Do they? They're just
Yeah.
dragons.
No, there's Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserion, and they're each named for someone important in Dany's life. Viserion is named after her abusive brother. Drogon is named after her husband, Drogo. And then Rhaegal is named after her brother, Rhaegar. Which means it's very interesting now if you watch the trailers that have come out, or the trailer that's come out. So Jon and Daenerys have Drogon and Rhaegal. Who is Jon's dad? Rhaegar Targaryen. So she rides Drogon. He might ride Rhaegal.
Wow. That's deep.
No,
Again,
it's not. That's like cursory scratching the nerd surface.
I don't know how I ever called you a nerd. I don't. Does it make sense to call you a nerd? I don't know.
I think I'm the nerd queen or nerd empress.
So am I the only one that's like, oh yeah, Jon Snow's got to die?
No, I want him to die too. One, he annoys the shit out of me. He really does annoy me. But I think we mentioned this a while back in one of our other episodes. But I was like, I kind of want like everyone to die.
Like everyone though?
No, not like
you just want
the main character.
You want the Night King to just be like, yep,
no,
it's all me,
like,
bitches.
I kind of, because they said like everyone says this is a bittersweet ending.
Yeah.
Bittersweet. No one's gonna be happy. Like
it's
gonna be like. It's going to be like, oh, but I lost everyone. Like, I kind of want the good to win.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that guy lived, which is cool, I guess.
But it lost everyone. Like, I want Jon and Dany to die. I love Daenerys, but I'm like, oh, it makes sense for her to die.
Yeah, I also want her to be on the show because she's a stroke survivor, and I
agree.
love her.
I agree. But I kind of see Sansa and Tyrion. I kind of want them to survive.
No, dude, no.
Why don't you want them to survive?
I love Tyrion.
Yes.
That guy should be on the Iron Throne.
Okay.
That guy plays the game better than anyone.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to rule.
Doesn't matter. He should.
Okay, but I like the characters of Sansa and Tyrion. I think it would be very poetic if they're the last ones alive.
Awful. Oh my gosh.
You can't take the actress and judge the character for that.
I absolutely can. And I am. Awful.
Okay, then who do you want?
I want Tyrion and Tyrion alone.
Wow,
everybody else could burn.
Wow.
I love that dude.
That's pretty lonely.
You want to know why?
Him.
Hey, hang out, drink some beer, mess with some chicks. Dude's amazing. He's like the ultimate dude, right? And then when it comes down to it, he's like this dope ass, like brave fighter. He's like, yeah, I'm the size of your.
He attacks shins.
Hey, he's like, I'm the size of your kneecap. Doesn't matter. Let's go.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. But you think Tyrion is going to be able to control all of Westeros, all 7 kingdoms? One, I don't think any of the kingdoms are going to be left over. I
think everything's going to burn down.
The wall's going to come down. Mm-hmm. Definitely. The entire wall, I think. Which would be nice if like the wildlings, like it becomes one continent. Like it's now one. No. Okay. But like I said, like, keep your mouth shut. So if Sansa and Tyrion survive, Sansa could be queen of the north, right? And so Tyrion would be king of the south.
Yay.
Right? And what would make sense is they were married at some point. It was not consummated, but they were married. So there is like a legitimate thing.
So what you're saying is that it should end with them consummating the marriage.
No? But that could help.
Game of Thrones After Dark.
But they could solidify some sort of union by using the fact that they were legally married, right? So they could say that's like a joint rulership.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I don't want just Tyrion to live.
Okay, who do you
want? I want him to live with a eunuch.
Oh, I do like Varys. Except he's been neutered for the last 2 episodes.
Hey.
I mean, he started that way. But like his character kind of sucks he's not as like cool as he used to be because again, they've run out of books. But I do like Varys.
Yeah, he's super dope. Like he plays the game the right way. I actually like the little ugly chick, the one that looks like Quasimodo. What's her name?
What?
The Stark girl.
Arya?
Yes, her.
But they've already destroyed her storyline. It's been awful. The whole Esso storyline.
For like a while, I was like, yeah, I hope to get rid of her and her many faces. But like, she's tough. I like her.
There's a theory that in one of the scenes from the trailer where the horses are running, you can see little legs, and that's her wolf pack that's led by Nymeria.
I don't know who Nymeria is. It sounds like a disease.
Nymeria is the name of her direwolf.
Oh,
and
seriously?
Her direwolf controls a pack of wolves in the north. So like they're saying you can see the horses running, but they also see smaller legs. They think it's the wolf pack that's coming too.
You know who it is? Tyrion.
It's his little...
Yeah, that's what they sound like. Also, the redhead guy? The big giant, he's a youngling, right? No, wildling. He's a wildling, right?
Yeah, he's not in Jedi. He's not Jedi.
That's
Tormund.
That dude's
Giant
awesome.
Spain.
I love that guy. That guy rocks the house.
I want Jamie and Brienne to be together.
No.
Well,
nah, man, Jaime's a bitch.
Jaime's gonna die.
Jaime's,
so is Cersei.
You know, not only is Jaime a bitch, Jaime's a punk ass bitch. Kingslayer.
But now he's gonna hold his oath. That's why he went up north. He's there to defend the living.
Man, Jaime could suck it.
He does.
And then, oh my God. And then the big chick,
Brienne,
she's awesome. I love her. She'd be my bodyguard.
Yeah, Phasma.
You know what? I take all of this back. I hope everybody dies.
Except Phasma?
Except
Podrick?
the Night King. I fuck with the Night King.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm good with the Night King.
Like retaking over?
Yeah, like he's just like chilling. He's just like, all right, you know.
He's like, hey, it's free real estate.
He's like, yeah. You know what? He's like Ronald Reagan. He was like down with this wall.
Yep.
The wall came down. He's like, all right,
Mr.
cool.
Gorbachev. Mr. Snow.
Mr. You know nothing. No?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think everybody should die. That's what I'm going with. Everybody's gonna die.
You know, I think a lot of these theories are possible. I think some are more possible than others. Like I think Bran really could be the Night King.
Yeah, I think that. I
think that Daenerys really could go crazy and become the Mad Queen.
I think that we need to talk about how feminine the Night King throws javelins.
Yeah. Or how gracefully he throws javelins.
It was a hell of a throw, but he was just like, he threw the javelin like Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite throws the stake that hits Napoleon Dynamite in the face when he's on the bike. Yes. If whoever gets that, whoever watches that, whoever sees that, you are awesome. You are awesome, my friend. So, you know, all these theories, I found a little source and I'm going to put the link in the show notes. Is it a little source it's a little finger source? No, it's kind of cool. It's a Game of Thrones season 8 predictions sheet, and you can download it from this link. And basically, it has all the characters on it, and you could write down ahead of time what you think what you think is going to happen to each of these characters. Yeah, so you have a list, and then you're gonna be like, all right, this guy's gonna get little fingered. And you could do it with all your friends, and so that way nobody afterwards can say, oh yeah, I said that from the beginning. Yeah, that's right. You and all your friends can get little fingers. Forever 13. Nobody, this is not happening. All right. So those are some of our theories, some of other people's theories. What are your theories? What are your theories on how long little fingering is going to be a thing? Oh my gosh. I'm always going to be on Team Mother of Dragons, though, because, you know, she's the mother of all aneurysms. Yes. And, you know, this month we are supporting sameu.org through our Patreon because... Right, part of our initiative. Game of Thrones is starting this month, and it's the Mother of Aneurysms, Mother of Dragons, but it's supporting our community. It's also part of the initiative. Wait. Oh, fuck. It's also part of the initiative. The NeuroNerds, get back. This April, our Patreon donation spotlight is brain aneurysm survivor Emilia Clark's new nonprofit, sameu.org.
Their mission is to create immediate post-acute rehabilitation for young adults who have suffered a brain injury or stroke. A portion of our Patreon proceeds will go towards this amazing nonprofit.
Sign up to support us at patreon.com/theneuronerds. Hashtag the NeuroNerds give back.
So yes, please share your predictions with us. This is a perfect time for Joe to go through. I'm on Instagram at JoSoRock.
No, you're messing up the rhythm, woman. All right, go for it. As always, you can follow us at the NeuroNerds everywhere. You can follow me at JoSoRocks everywhere. Follow Lauren at Lauren L. Manzano on Instagram. Follow my beautiful special co-host over here at
Felice LaZae.
Spell that.
FELICELAZAE.
Oh, that was really militant. I like that.
You like it?
Thanks to our sponsor, Avid Technology, for providing us with the tools, or should I say, pro tools, to record, edit, and mix our podcast and get our message out clearly to the world.
Try Avid first to start recording today for free at avid.com/pro-tools.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you to our amazing community on Patreon for supporting this podcast.
You can support us too and get different perks and gifts depending on which Neuro Jedi tier you sign up for. For example, if you're on our Neuro Padawan $5 tier, then you're probably listening to this episode a day early before its public release.
Your support helps us grow and continue to create this podcast. Plus, a portion of the proceeds go to a different cause or individual in the brain injury survivor community each month. Sign up at patreon.com/theneuronerds.
I'm just his co-host for the day. Lauren's coming back, guys. Don't worry. I'm his partner all the time, but it's co-host just for the day.
Yeah.
But share your predictions with us on all those social sites and things.
Please.
We want to know what you think. And also, what do you think about, we mainly care about the mother of aneurysms.
Right. I really mean this. I need a few of you to reach out to me and let me know, who do you think is going to get little fingered?
Said no one ever.
Oh my gosh, my new favorite thing ever.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy with that. As always, the NeuroNerds are here to help. And on that weird, strange, uncomfortable note, these two NeuroNerds are out.
Game of Thrones out. End Game of Thrones out.